Hey travelers, Mag and I here on day 82 of our trip across the United States. This morning we're getting things started off here from the Bunker Hill Veterans Memorial, which is a pretty fantastic Veterans Memorial as these things go, but hey, who am I kidding? I think they're all fantastic. I just wanted to get things kicked off this morning with a special shout out to Miss Mag. This morning is our 15-year anniversary, and the fact that she has stayed with me for 15 years is nothing shy of a miracle. As everybody who's geocached with me on the road knows, and most of my friends knows, I'm not always the most easy person to get along with. And when I have a goal in mind, I am dogged and determined, like I am with the States. So it is a testament to her character as a person and her loving nature that she's stayed with me this long, and I really appreciate it. Love you, baby. For our route today, we're starting here just north of Blaine, and we're making our way north and west to the western edge of Minnesota. Once we get to the western edge, we're going to hook around just a little bit, and we're going to wind our day down to finish up at Pelican Rapids. We only have a couple of earth caches on the schedule today, but we do have some Veterans Memorials coming up, so you know you're going to get to see at least a couple more of these. For the most part, our schedule is just geocaches, so we're hoping that we're going to have some good gadgets and some other caches that A, we're actually able to find, and B, we're actually able to get into. So let's hope that may be the case. The bee stings from yesterday are barely throbbing anymore for the most part, and I'm feeling pretty good about the day. So hopefully it's going to be a great day with great weather, just like it is now. Lots of geocaches with finds, none of those DNFs like I had a couple days ago, and a great time on the road. Looking forward to see what it has to offer. Come along and join us. Let's go!
The Veterans War Memorial at Bunker Hill seemed like the perfect way to get our day kicked off. Rather than a lot of statues and plaques, this war memorial keeps it simple with a centerpiece that honors Medal of Honor recipients. Each of the flags located along the exterior of the monument has a different veterans group that helps contribute to this project. More recently, the park also features a restored tank. But enough of that. Let's go get some geocaching done today.
First find of the day. I'm not sure I'm mentally ready for this, but let's see what this gadget has going for it, alright? Let's see here. Okay, start with the easy part. Carabiner, unclip that, that's good. Okay. This reveals a little hole here, we don't know what that does yet. How about, so I got this, that means that probably comes off now. Yep, right off the top. Okay. Oh, we're getting closer now. We can see the geocache. Alright, I think I figured out what's happening here. We've got this key here in the back. I think we need to get that out of there to unlock this part of the box here. So let's see if we can maneuver that. Looks like we might be cooking with gas. There we go. Drop that key out there and bring it home. And there we have it. Turns out that wasn't too difficult after all. Or wasn't it? Good job opening the box. This isn't the log though. You'll need to look a little harder to find it. What we got going on in here? There's not too many other places this thing could be, right? I'm betting. No, not behind the hook. That's what we use to drop the key off. Oh, what do we got going here? This one's loose. All right, now we have a logbook. It is a bad sign that I can see this one from that far away. That says to me I'm in for another brain teaser here. All right, we know we're in the right place. Same thing, this one's got a protective cover. Just got to pull that off of here. Well, there seems to only be one slot I can work with, right here. It says it accepts credit cards only, but yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and pay for this one, so let's use our Costco membership to see if that'll get us admittance. Ooh, I like that. Oh, just like that. Whew. Travel Bug Hotel. And I think I might see this thing from here. that's definitely hollow. Ooh, that is pretty too. Look at that artwork on there. That is a very, very well done ammo can. Trackables. Lots of swag. A very good geocache. Alright, another gadget cache. Let's see if we can figure this one out. So we have 2 ammo cans here, both locked. We have this nice little house. Oh, that moves. Okay, something going on there. Nothing quite with the door. We've got a knocker back here. Hello, is anybody home? Oh, got a light going there. What now? Oh, hey, look at that. That's what we needed.
Making our way into Anoka, the first site that we were greeted with was the Anoka County Veterans Memorial. Completed in 2018, this memorial allows you to take a walk of honor along Riverfront Memorial Park. The focal point features a bronze statue in the likeness of World War II Medal of Honor recipient Rick Sorensen. Every step of the way through this park, you're treated to gorgeous views of the non-alcoholic Rum River. And if you follow its flow just a short ways downstream, you can visit the 236-foot wide dam. This operates as a source for electricity generation. The flow can be controlled to allow recreational activities on the water, and it makes for a pretty cool waterfall view too. Upon entering the Glenwood region, we were greeted by a breathtaking view of Lake Minnewaska. From there, you only need to work your way down along the shoreline to visit Long Beach. Every part of this drive is picturesque, but none more so than the stop by Morning Glory Gardens. This beautiful site is another testament to what one person can accomplish if they set their mind to it. In 1961, Ed Barsness began to fill in his swampy dirt lot by hauling in rocks and dirt. As would be expected, he encountered resistance from the local municipality, but he didn't let that stop him. He had a vision for what would one day be a place of beauty where a flower garden would be open to the public to enjoy a beautiful view out over the water. And now all are free to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Normally, we try to get a hike in first thing in the morning to help the dog wind down her energy for the day, but that wasn't able to happen today. We finally were able to make it happen when we got out on the trails at Nemackle Lake Park. And it turns out we weren't the only ones out here getting some exercise today. Hop along, little buddy, hop along. This trail system follows right around the edge of 3 lakes, with the primary lake being Nemackle Lake. I found it to be a very odd trail because even though it was obviously very well maintained, it didn't feel like anybody had been out here in a very long time. In fact, with the exception of the wildlife we saw along the way, I'm fairly certain that we were the only ones that had been in the park today at all. You can enjoy waterfront views all along the way, and there are even a few pretty good geocaches out here to track down as well. We took our time getting to them, but eventually we did find a couple. And much to our satisfaction, they were both regular-sized containers, which allowed us to load them up with swag so the next finders could enjoy some trading. Even though it was the same trail system, both sides of the trail looked very different from one another. Aichan and I took our time exploring each branch so that we could see everything this great park had to offer. This bridge was a signal that our time on the trail was almost complete. We were nearing the other side of the trailhead from where we had begun. But little did we know that right at the end of this was a viewing platform looking out over the lake. Let me tell you though, this was the most rickety, nerve-wracking viewing platform that I have ever ascended. The boards were bending and creaking underfoot the whole way up to the top, and I was standing very carefully to ensure I didn't put too much weight anywhere. From there, it was a very short but picturesque drive to hop over into South Dakota. And as soon as we crossed the state line, the scenery changed completely. You could tell that we were no longer in Minnesota. But this is just a brief glimpse. We're not doing the Dakotas now. It's back into Minnesota for us. By the time we had made it into Wheaton, it had become readily apparent that we were going to lose the rest of our light of the day before we got out of town. So we took our time, enjoyed a few of the local sights, and then wandered our way over to the Veterans Memorial. Not only did this provide us one last opportunity today to honor our troops, but it also gave us a chance to sneak in just one more find. Oh, I know what that is. Come here for a signature.
Well, seeing as how we started the day at a Veterans Memorial, it seemed only fitting that we end the day at a Veterans Memorial as well. As much as I'd like to say that's the end of our geocaching day, that's not the case. It just means it's the end of our sunlight for the day. It feels like we're behind schedule because the sun's going down a little earlier every day, but in reality, we're actually right on time. Unfortunately, that means we're going to have to finish the next couple of hours of our agenda in the dark, which is not something I want to do, but as the sun keeps going down a little earlier and a little earlier every day, it becomes an unfortunate necessity of the schedule. And it is what it is. I knew we'd be geocaching in the dark, but I'll still be avoiding it as much as possible, whenever possible. We had a really good day today. We started off in the cities, and there was a good population in a lot of the places we went to. By the time we got to the late afternoon, we were in the country, and we were only passing through small towns. At one point, one of the towns we passed through had a population of only 93, which gave me a little bit of a laugh. We also got to sneak into South Dakota today, and it was amazing how quickly you could tell the difference between being in Minnesota and being in South Dakota. It was like a whole different world crossing the state line over there. All in all, we had a pretty good day. We didn't get attacked by any insects today, so I'm going to definitely consider that one a win. And Ai-chan got her trail time near the end of the day, which really worked out for her as well. Now that we reached the west side of the state, we're going to start our way back east again tomorrow. We're just going to keep this zigzag pattern going until we get all the way up to the north. Thank you guys for joining us today. Like this video, subscribe to stay tuned for daily updates, and we'll see you out on the trails.